Hello, everybody. It's Nick here. Hope everybody's doing well. I wanted to go over the August gradual release one more time. Upon reflecting on mentor resident orientation, I saw that I kind of vaguely went over this and need to provide a little bit more explicit details and instructions. So at the top, there are some hyperlinks. Right now, the only two are the program learning outcomes and the course scope and sequence. This is the residence graduate coursework scope and sequence. Soon to be linked will be the seminar scope and sequence for both residents and mentors. These three columns highlight the responsibilities for the month of August. Okay, some things I want to highlight real quick for the residents. As far as coursework and testing goes, make sure that you're studying for those who haven't passed yet. Coursework starts August 24th. Please be checking in about pre-work on Canvas. Big things you want to do right now on school sites is focus on building relationships with students and families. This will be the the focus of our feedback this month and my observations. Um, you want to really observe how your mentor builds and maintains a classroom culture. You want to be actually observing how your mentor does everything in front of students. Make sure that you have something to write with and you're really, really writing down as much as you can see. We'll be participating in virtual coaching sessions with the mentor and director. Please be aware of your portfolios and their due dates and the expectations for those. And you should have reached out to your principal right now and requested a time to present your community mapping project. Also, big piece, make sure you're preparing for your first takeover day with your mentor. Read through here. They give you really the parts of the day that you really need to focus on and make sure you're preparing for. As far as mentor goes, um, big thing here is really just kicking off the school year, treating your resident as a co-teacher, introducing them to all staff, students, and families, making sure they get set up with the things that they need. Usually this will be happening in your respective classrooms, but making sure they're set up with what they need virtually for right now. Um, Big piece, really deciding which classroom routine. This is the instructional routine your resident will take over by the end of the month. I'll talk more about that in a second. And then um, no need to create a separate mentor resident weekly schedule, but make sure your weekly schedule that you are using includes these things, right? So your 2 hours of sacred time, the start and end times of your day, preps and lunches you'll spend together and apart, and your weekly prep hour for mentor and prep hour for resident, in which you will each teach solo. More of that to come soon. More info on that to come soon. And then really making sure that you're preparing your resident for their first takeover day. And we'll talk about reflecting with them afterwards at mentor seminar as well. And then over here is the director. I'm aiming for one coaching session for the month of August, beginning once school starts on the 10th. It will include the resident mentor and myself. I'm going to try to join as many school site PD days as possible. And I've already been in contact and connected with school site leadership, and we'll keep that going as well. So the big piece, this is the piece where the resident and mentor pairs will be completing. And I'm going to highlight what that will look like right now. So first thing I want you to do is insert a row below. Oh, actually, you right click in there, insert a row below. And this is where you will be filling out the various parts of the gradual release, right? So the biggest pieces that need to be filled out is the co-teaching plan. So right here, fill out co-teaching plan or insert a link to lesson plans where co-teaching um, plan lives. Right here for school logistics, and as far as the mentor filling things out, school logistics, as far as beginning of the year activities, Saturday school, weekly staff PD times, weekly meetings, as far as like department meetings and grade level meetings. And then this piece right here. So right here, what the resident will plan and lead. And so there can be links to the plans and what will be led by resident. And what needs to be here is between 2 and 5 transitions. And when I think of that, I think of routines and procedures. 1, culture building activity. And that aligns with culture. And then end of month, leading 1 instructional routine, right? And this aligns with instruction. Right here, we'll put a link to the feedback tracker that we'll use to track our feedback, action plans, and observations. I'll put a link in here. So this is it. And then the year-long interview is this reminder right here of what is that, exactly what that is, the year-long interview that you'll be taking place in at your school sites. So again, insert a row, fill out your plans in the row below here, or insert links where the plan lives. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you for watching this. I hope it was informative. Have a great week, folks.